Horsing Around, brought to you by Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, dressing Northeast Kansas their Western best for over 57 years.
Good morning and welcome to the show. Genna, good to see you.
Hi.
It's starting to cool off.
It is.
So we're talking about horsing around here at Premier Farm and Home, and Genna is the equine specialist here, and you kind of handle most of the questions when it comes to horses. What are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about the ever so common factor that we deal with now, equine obesity. It's more common than most people even think it is, and that's due from quite a few factors, including we feed our horses too much and exercise them too little.
During this time of the year, or just period?
Just period. Actually, us as Americans are an overweight culture, and we've transferred that into our animals. And it's really an unhealthy condition for them. It can lead to some serious health issues, such as Cushing's disease, which over 80% of horses that are over 20 years old have Cushing's disease, which is an enlargement of the pituitary gland. So some enlargement is really common in older horses, and you can see Cushing disease. They have a really furry winter coat that never sheds out. It might be 90, 100 degrees in the summer and they still have it. And so it's a really unhealthy condition for them, and it's a metabolic disorder.
Well, does this kind of come back to not spending enough time riding and exercising the animal, but still feeding them whatever they may want to eat? Right.
And we're used to having horses that, you know, when we started out, they were our cars, and we had to feed them a lot because we relied on them, and we use them for our transportation. But now a lot of them are pasture ornaments, and we ride them, you know, 2-3 times a week at the most, and it's still not heavy exercise at that, unless they're in training or something, and that, you know, has to do with needing that feed. But a lot of us generally overfeed them.
And how can we tell if we have an obese horse? Well,
you're going to see, it goes back to body condition scoring. You're going to see the neck being crusty and fat. You're going to see a crease down their back, a definite crease. You're not going to be able to see any ribs, and you're barely even going to be able to palpate them. They're going to have a lot of fat over their rump, and it's going to be really soft fat.
Mares, geldings, doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. Some breeds are more predisposed to getting these metabolic disorders, such as your stocky, quarter horses. Breeds such as your gaited horses are more predisposed to it versus Arabians and thoroughbreds, but all horses, it's a concern for all horse owners having your horse be obese.
Special diet?
Yeah, absolutely. We have some vet recommended products, actually some low starch diets, some weight control products, and you know, we're still going to always come in there and suggest exercising them and feeding them lower calories if they don't need it, but the exercise and feeding them less is what, you know, if our horse is overweight, we've got to do that for them to keep them healthy.
That's great information. And if you want more information about Premier Farm and Home, go to heycow.com. And if you have any questions for her, go to our website, which is agaminkansas.com. Click the Contact Us button, fill out the form, and I'll get her the question and we'll answer it on air.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
You too.